Hey, great comment. Personally, I don't have a problem using the word rapture as long as I make it clear that it's not only Christians that are being caught up when Jesus returns. And we have to be very clear and accurate about Darby. Like, he didn't invent premillennialism. That idea of the millennium being future was in the church fathers very early on. After 157, after Montanus, it kind of fell out of favor. But Darby didn't invent premillennialism, and again, he had that church exclusive twist on First Thessalonians 4, but what Darby's really known for is the distinction between church and Israel and the rapture followed by the tribulation, followed by the millennial reign, the literal kingdom. And there were actually a couple of influences prior to Darby that spoke in broad terms about this distinction between the church and Israel and some of these elements. But Darby had some unique elements. He kind of put them all together. I know people argue about like pre, mid, or post trib, but the tribulation, rapture, and millennial reign, putting those three things together, that's what makes Darby's dispensationalism unique. Now, the history, Darby and Schofield are called the classic dispensationalists because once you take the view that 1948, that the modern nation of Israel has something to do with Bible prophecy, that's a much more modern view. I call it pop dispensationalism because it's kind of centered around Hal Lindsey, who was involved with the production of the movie The Omen to try to get it accurate to his system. So a lot of our cultural zeitgeist is built around a more modern version of dispensationalism after the nation of Israel was founded in 1948, the modern day nation called Israel. You did mention something I didn't really consider, that Darby did think that the rapture, the end of the church age, the failure of multiple churches in Christendom, the restoration of Israel, he believed all these things were going to take place in the 1800s, that the end of time would come then. Of course, there are false predictions before Darby, there's going to be false predictions after Darby, but the greater disappointments are really other groups that kind of took this idea and ran with it, like the 1914 disappointment and things of that nature. It almost seems like every fall there's another false rapture prediction in social media today. But this is a conversation we should definitely be having.